welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. You've reached Chris Loves Lux. Welcome back. Today we're going to do another cleanup, aka declutter. It's not really going to be that harsh of a declutter or a cleanup, right? I just have a lot of powders. I'm going to do a video in each section of my collection. So y'all are going to start seeing these a few times a week, and sometimes it could just be an extra video in a day that I normally drop a video, because I want y'all to see me purge, so y'all know that I'm not hoarding. You know what I mean? Listen, before I get into this, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, become a part of the family. Head over to IG, follow me at Chris Loves Lux. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the video. As I'm going through the video, let me know if you have these powders. If you don't, do you like them? Do you not? Were you interested? If you were, why didn't you get them? Talk to me in the comments as I go through it. I'm gonna try my best to not let this get out of hand with the time. Okay, I have 37 powders. There's no judgment. This is the no judgment zone, okay? But I do have 37 powders. So we're gonna jump right in. I don't even know where to start, to be quite honest with you. We're gonna start, I'm gonna pull this out. We're gonna start with these because I don't really touch these like that, okay? Okay. I have all the dermablend setting powders. This one is cool beige. All right. I actually am going to keep, have I used this one? No, haven't used this one yet. I am going to keep it though. This is a nice color that I can use. However, this one here, which is the original, the stark white one, I haven't used this one either. I am going to not keep this one. Every time I pull one out and I'm not using one of my more high-end powders, I'm like, why did I buy this one? Just because it was on sale, Christine, doesn't mean you have to get it. Anyway, this one here is the Illuminating Banana Powder. I do use this one on occasion. As you can tell, because it is open, I took the puff out. But I do use this on occasion. I am going to keep that one. It gives a nice subtle luminosity to your under eye. So I do like to use that. Don't put it all over my face though. I only put it under my under eye. Another dermablend one that I do use is the Warm Saffron. Not under my eye though. I will, this one I kept the powder in for something, the poof in, but I do use this one on occasion, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. All right, I'm not doing that. I already got rid of one. Okay, this one here is the Huda Beauty, which I've never used. I bought these with every intention on using them. I bought this one. This one is in Kunufa, and this one is Blondie, right? I had every intention on using them, but it was another Huda product, and I can't remember what it was on top of my head. The smell was so overwhelming, and I remember watching someone, and I don't remember who, and they were like, this is good powder, but you have to get over the smell. But the smell of whatever it was that I had tried, the other thing that was Huda, I said, no, I don't think I'm gonna open this yet. I'm gonna get through some of my other powders. Maybe one day I'll bite the bullet, and that day never came. So I'm actually not gonna keep these two, because I don't think I'm ever gonna open these, and honestly, why keep them? I'm gonna put this off to the side, and we're gonna get rid of those. Okay? Next up is actually pretty new. I haven't had this long. This is by Lancome. This is the Long Time No Shine a loose setting mattifying powder in deep, and it is a nice deep color. I am keeping this one. It does mattify, but it also does deepen any foundation I have that might be slightly off, might be a little too light. It'll deepen it and mattify my foundation. I am going to keep this one. Okay. This one. This thing right here. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the color Deep Peach. It's an okay setting powder, but it was the wrong color, as was my initial foundation. I'm not keeping this one, and it's an okay powder. I'm not in love with it, so it's going off to the side. Like, it does mattify the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation because it is so dewy, but I'm not keeping that one. All right, next up, Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm keeping this, right? This is in the color Translucent. I also have it in the color Deep. I'm keeping both of them. This one I don't use too much, but I keep it because I do my best friend's face. I do other people's faces that do require this particular shade for me to set their whole face. So I do keep this one for that purpose. I am keeping that. I just put that back in there. This, you saw me haul not too long ago. It hasn't even come out though. Whoops. The package yet. I'll take it out now. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof powder. I am keeping this. I bought it because it's waterproof. It says it's waterproof. I'm assuming that it means sweat proof as well, and it's mattifying. I hear good things about it. I'm keeping this one. This one here I bought in I think I was just in the mood to buy something. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Press Powder, and I figured I would buy it and drop it in my bag for me to, you know, reset my face if I'm shiny or whatever. And I'm gonna keep it for now, but you see how thick this is in comparison to like this one. So I didn't think about that when I bought it, but I'm gonna keep it for now. This right here, my Studio Fix Plus. I know it's a pressed foundation, but I was using it as a pressed powder. It's NC50. You see how light it is. But I was using it. I'm not going to use this again, so I'm not keeping it. I know never give away my MAC products, but I am this time. I'm not keeping that one. This one right here is the Fenty. This is the only big size I have. This is in the color Cashew, the loose setting powder. I have used the heck out of this one. I used to use this quite often until I started to get other powders that I fell deeper in love with. So yeah, so I am keeping this one. This one right here is the Translucent Setting Powder by Laura Mercier in the color Honey, which just dropped not a couple of months ago. I got it in the small, the travel size one, because I just wanted to test it out because you see how many powders I have, right? So I'm gonna keep this one. This one is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes in the shade 2. I bought this hoping that it would kind of help with the under eye. You can see I barely used it. Barely. Just a lot in there. It was okay. I have better. I'm keeping it for reference purposes only. I haven't used it for my under eye in a very, very long time, right? Pull out another drawer. In this little drawer right here has my other mini powders. This one is the Fenty in Banana. This one is a mini Cashew, because this was my travel one. And this one is Honey. And I'm keeping all of them because I do like these shades a lot. Fenty serves up some shades for you when it comes to this. It's good for if I'm doing somebody's makeup. It's good for when I'm in between shades, because I do travel a lot before, you know, the pandemic. And I'm like, okay, this shade powder is not going to work right now. I got to get this shade. So that's why I have so many different shades. And a lot of other companies don't give you that many shade options. So that's why I have so many Fenty. So shout out to Riri for that. Okay. I'm saying her name Riri like I know her. This last powder here, this is not that old at all. I just got this, and it's because I wanted to try it out, and it was like $5 or something like that on sale. This is by Juvia's Place. This is in the color Kalahari. This is that setting powder. I'm keeping this for reference as well, but I didn't particularly care for it like that. But I'm holding on to it just in case I ever want to do another full face of Juvia's Place, anything like that. I have it. Okay, so we're not doing that bad, y'all, because look how much I emptied out of here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 powders so far that I have gotten cleaned up. All right, now we getting into my more high-end stuff. Okay, don't expect too much out of this one, FYI. Okay, all right, this ain't going nowhere, but I show it to you anyway. You guys know I keep it up there, but this is my La Prairie Skin Caviar Loose Setting Powder in translucent 3, which is hard to get, but I got this from Harrods, and it comes with the travel size. The travel size is actually the size that I use all the time. I haven't even opened this on purpose. Yeah, I'll just use the travel size, but this is if I had to rank my powders, this is top 3. It was number 1. This is number 1 for setting my entire face. I can say that. For setting my face, this is number 1. I know. Okay, the drama. Okay, next up is my La Mer, the powder. I like it. It works well, especially with my La Mer actual foundation. If I didn't have this, would I miss it? The answer is no, I wouldn't. I would miss the hell out of my La Prairie, but not the La Mer. So that's my La Mer. That's not going anywhere. This is my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm on the fence about whether or not I should keep this, y'all. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I have used it. It is quite, let's see if I can. It is light, but it's a translucent setting powder. And it's not that it's light, it's the reflection. It gives off, it has something in it. I don't know if it's pearlized or whatever. And it gives me, it moves from being brightening to ashy for me relatively quickly. I have fine lines. I like to powder the hell out of my under eye. And this seems to sink into my fine lines just a little bit. I find though that if I put it on top of another powder, it works better. But that's a lot of powder, right? So I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile for right now. I gotta come back to this one. I'm gonna put this up here because I'm not sure. All right, these two here. My Chanel powders are not going anywhere because I talk about them all the time. This is my number 2 powder, okay? I use, and this is the original one, not the new one. Sorry, y'all. Y'all don't think you can get this one anymore. I heard that people are okay with the new one. I just have the old one, and before they ran out, I got backups because the backups are right up there, right? So this is 30 Natural Translucent 2. This is 40 Dore Translucent 3. I use this one under my eye, and it gives off the greatest coverage, and it does not fall into my lines and make me look a hot mess. And 3, Translucent 3, is for all over my face. Love, love, love it. That is number 2 on my list of powders. Next up is new to my collection. I've only used it twice so far. This is the Kogendo Manfashi or Mayfanshi. I'm just butchering that. Natural lighting powder. I do like this powder. It held up well. It mattified, but not too much. It smoothed out and blurred my skin. All these doggone poofs. I'm not a poof girl, so You know, I tend to take them out and throw them in my brush drawer, but I didn't. It's got a little pink, if you can tell, undertone to it. You can see even on the poof, but not a bad powder at all. Now, what I have been using the hell out of is the Kendo pressed powder. It is the brightening moisture powder. This is a face powder. I've been using it for under my eye. You can see it there. And I do like it, especially when I mix it with my Pat McGrath, which is my next one to talk about, under eye setting powder. I actually put this under my eyes and I love it. All over the face, I love it too. I like it, not love it. But I'm still playing around with this one, but definitely one I'm happy that I bought. Okay, let's talk about something I'm not happy I bought. This baby right here. If you saw my full face of Chantecaille, you saw that this did not work for me. This is the HD Perfecting Powder, and I believe it's the color. And it comes out that color, y'all. Like, look, when I start to put it on, it's blending out now, but you can see it's a slight cast of ash, and that's because it's directly on my skin. So if I actually put it over my complexion product, it comes off ashy, you know. So I never picked this back up, and it's expensive. I think I paid $80. You know, it was $80 before the 30% or whatever it was I got off. It's long lasting. It's 30 months and everything, but this is a maybe too. It's hard for me to get rid of it because of the price, but I'm thinking somebody lighter than me would enjoy the powder, unless there's something I need to do different. I tried. Unless I hold it for one of my summer shades. I just thought about that. If I hold it for one of my summer shades that I need to brighten up because I don't have a tan, that might work. I don't know. I have to put that to the side because I'm not feeling it like that to hold on. This one right here is my Pat McGrath setting powder in the color medium deep 4. This is deep, so I don't use it that often. It does darken up my foundation. Before I bought MD25 as a deeper shade, and I had MD22 on from Pat McGrath's some Sublime Perfection foundation. I had to use this in the summer to darken it up. Not the summer. I had to use it in the winter, in the dead of winter, to darken it up because I had no sun. Getting all backwards. But anyway, so that's that one. I already talked about the Pat McGrath under eye. You guys already know about that one. That's all staying. These two are staying. You already know. As a matter of fact, these are the Airbrush Flawless Filter in dark, 3 dark and 2 medium. I use this for under my eye. I have it on right now under my eye. This is the medium. Yep, under my eye. I love it for under my eyes, child. Y'all can't tell me anything. And of course this is dirty. You can see I will hit pan on this soon. Yeah, I mean, I still have a lot in the middle, but I tend to hit always in the dead middle of the thing. And it's a big, I don't know if you could tell, but there's a divot in there. This might be the first thing I hit pan on in my collection. But don't fear, because I got a backup right here. Yes, is this the 2? I think so. Yeah, this is the 2. No, that I have the backup of the 3, not the 2. But I use the 3 all over powder, the 2 for under eye, not going anywhere. It's staying right there in my collection. We're almost done. Next up is the By Terry Hyaluronic Tinted Hydra Powder in 300 Medium Fair. This does hydrate your face, and because I'm oily, I don't use it that often. I will use it more now that the weather is changing. I will use it because now, you know, everything will get drier. Powder everywhere. my face will be a little drier, and I won't have to worry about, you know, being an oil slick with it. But I still have to use it very sparingly. I do love it though. I do love the finish it gives you and everything, but I have to be very careful with it. Last one, I believe. Yes, last one is my Givenchy Prism Libre palette. Powder. I just got this and I do like it a lot. This is not going anywhere. This is in the color 5. Popeline Mimosa. I love this powder. I love the concept, because you can hold down one side, only take one powder out, all depending on if you want to correct what is it that you're doing. I just mix them all together. Gives me a nice finish. This is not going anywhere. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna throw this back up here because these not going anywhere either. Okay. So now we need to talk about these two. What am I doing? This Hourglass one can probably get a lot more use with someone else, right? I really do feel like that. This Chantecaille powder, I think I'm going to hold on to. And the reason I'm going to hold on to it is because I'm thinking I can lighten up some of my other shadows. My other foundations with this powder. I'm going to hold on to this. If I don't use it by the time I go through my collection again, which is in the spring, I will toss it then. I am going to say bye-bye to my Hourglass. I'm not going to just hold on to it. I even used it in my Hourglass video. Oh, I forgot. And I wasn't that, I didn't need it. I forgot I had this one. I forgot I had this one. This is the ambient lighting palette. Is this the one? These are the pressed versions, right? I'm not keeping this loose setting powder. You know what? That's more the reason. I'm not keeping this one. So all together, I have decluttered or cleaned up 6 powders, right? 3 of them never opened. 2 of them have been but barely used. These 3 never opened. So somebody will be blessed with this that want to deal with that, and these here will find another home for. I'm just looking around to make sure I got all my powders. I do believe I do. And so that's a wrap. We have officially cleaned up my powder collection. I feel good about it. Next up is foundation. That's not going to be cutthroat, but we're going to go through it because there are a few that I do need to just get rid of and give away because I'm not going to use it. All right, listen up. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Any of these powders I'm giving away that you have, that you're saying, wait, pause, don't get rid of that one. Hold on, sis. Tell me in the comments, because in about 3 days, these are going to be gone, right? But what other products that I showed you that you've been wanting to try but you haven't? Let me know down in the comments section. Don't forget, I said it at the beginning, I'll say it at the end. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Become a part of the fam. Head over to IG, follow me at Chris Loves Lux. And don't forget, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Don't forget that mask. Bye. Don't forget to vote. Okay, I'm really leaving now. Bye.